Hey everyone, welcome to the results video of the Staff Scene Mini Contest. Now in this contest all the players had to create a little scene on a very small map which used one or more entertainers or other staff members in a nice little funny scene. Now we got some really nice entries. I'll start with the one that got last place and I'll finish by announcing who is the winner of this round. Alright, we actually have a tie for last place. This is the entry from JP Nova Silica. He made this funny little scene. So here you can see ANWB, which is basically the Dutch road surface. You can see a mechanic here. And over here there's a guy named Broken. I guess his car is broken. And right behind him there's the police. Now, I'm not completely sure what he's trying to depict here, because it actually kind of looks like the police is arresting this guy. Not really sure if that was the purpose of this entry. I don't believe it actually had a story. That probably would have helped people to understand it a bit more. There's also some cars driving around here. Maybe it would have been nice to actually let them go underground here and let them drive a little bit faster, because now it really looks like they're going in circles on this little spot. Still, overall, I think it's always fun to see one of these little scenes with the road surface helping a broken down car. Okay, here's the other entry that also got the last place. I believe this entry is from Ricardo Woda. I believe he actually based the story on a play that they did in an elementary school. So it's basically a story about something with a time machine or a time war. And basically a lot of characters all from different time zones or from different eras all came together to wage war on one another. So here you can see Handyman 11. Here's Wizard Watch It and some other abbreviations. General Clock. And then there's Billy the Kid, Buzz Aldrin, Caligula, Caveman Bob, Charlemagne, and several others as well. So it's basically a pretty chaotic scene here. I do like the way he did the edge of the map. I always like when people decorate it like that. Alright, then we have the entry from Comrade Chris. He said this could very well be his last entry for a contest. So it's always sad to see someone go, but I understand it. He lately struggled a bit finding the motivation for this kind of contest. But still, it's still a nice entry that he created for this round. Basically, he depicted several of our Discord members in funny situations. There's Amy touching her toes. Well, she is hidden underground here. And there's Dirk leaving the hot tub. Hot tub, sexy times. Shin guarding Heidi Hole. Oh, there's several other of the Discord members or former Discord members in this entry as well. So yeah, it's quite a fun entry. Landscaping is quite nice. I kind of like how you did the rock work here, the little waterfall, and it's funny to see all these Discord members walking around here. Okay, here's the entry from Donny. He's a newcomer on my Discord, but it looks like he's not a newcomer to RCT2, because immediately he's already doing all this kind of stuff with track and texture and different kinds of layering. So yeah, if we check here, you can see he's made a bowling alley, so you can see all these lanes here. There's some guys here sitting around the table, and here's the guy who's probably going to roll a bowling ball into one of these lanes. Now, it also uses cutaway view. You can see a sign here saying cutaway level. So let's quickly cut away to that level over there. So yeah, here you can see these signs saying bowl. It actually looks quite nice. Probably something went wrong here with this support. Oh, maybe this is the correct level. Well, yeah, I think it's quite cool. I think these gravestones do work as bowling pins. I think it's nice how Donny did these signs, and also this track texture also looks pretty good. And also I really like how he did these tables here on this section of the map. So yeah, just a nice little scene here, and I quite like how he did, how he used these staff members here. Pretty nice. Okay, here's the entry from Dan Vogel. He made this little scene, I believe it's from Forrest Gump. So you can see Jenny here, and here you can see Forrest Gump, who's frantically running back and forth. Yeah, it's very simple entry. I think he did a really nice job on it. Now, there does seem to be something weird going on here. I think he actually put some corrupt element here in these surface tiles, and it's probably not a clever thing to do. Because when you rotate the map, you will find these weird glitches happening. So yeah, I think that's the only weird thing about this entry. I quite like these, how he did the trees. Not really sure about these trees next to each other that have completely different heights. That looks a little bit weird. But overall, this is just a nice little scene. It's quite recognizable from the movie. I love how he did this. Alright, here's the entry from Rise Extreme Cup Challenge. What he depicted here is several of people of the Trump team from when they had the press event at Four Seasons Total Landscaping. It's quite a weird choice for a venue to speak at. A lot of people were kind of confused at it. But it's funny that he actually chose it as the as a scene to depict with these staff members. Not really sure why these guests are all here in low spirits, or maybe they're the press team, and then I can understand it. But yeah, some nice details here. I like how he did these trucks here and all these other decorations for this building. That's quite nicely done. Alright, here we can see the entry from Dark Oro, and he actually made a little scene here with kind of like a little toy box with a ballerina on top, or a Baller Amy in this case. I think this looks really cool with the merry-go-round here in the middle and the Baller Amy on top. And here on the back we have Dirk Link turning the crank. So he's operating the crank to operate this machine. It's really nice to see Dark Oro back in action and create such a fun and creative entry. I really love this. Great job. Okay, here's the entry from Invalid Yellow. I really love this. This looks like a scene from the movie Gladiator. Here you can see Maximus in a pit with 3 tigers. You can also see Commodus here sitting on the stand. And there's also several spectators here. I really like the way he did this this stadium for the games. The roof, I think it looks incredible, and also the grandstands. I think they're done in a really nice way. So some nice decoration here for the fighting pit. Yeah, just really nicely done. Also looks great from the other angles. So yeah, Invalid Yellow did a great job at depicting this scene from the movie Gladiator. One of my favorite movies. If you haven't seen it, I really recommend watching it. It's a great film. Okay, here's the entry from Lurker. Now, Lurker made a scene from, I believe the story said something about that the park operator, or the ride operator, sent out an empty train in cold weather, and that actually caused it to run a bit slower and valley at some part of the coaster track. And then they had to actually get a tow truck to remove the trains from the track. So you can see the cars being taken off the track here and loaded onto this car here. It has some really nice details, this entry. You can see the tow truck operator here. This is a security guard, nothing to see here. So probably whisking away the guests who come to take a look. I really like how he actually froze these cars here in these different spots. It's just very nice. You can also see an inspector here on the track. Yeah, just a wonderful little scene from Lurker. Also did a really nice job on these footers, and yeah, it's just a very interesting scene with some really cool details. Great job from Lurker. Alright, I also quickly put an entry together for this contest. Here you can see Handyman 11. So this is based on the entry from Apriana C and Jean F in the long coaster contest. Basically they had an entry with 100 entertainers, and there was also a highway. And there was a Handyman 11 who was walking around on the highway. And I decided to turn that into a little entry for this contest. So here you can see Handyman 11 walking around, and there's all these cars trying to dodge him and crashing in the process. And right next to the road you can see several of Handyman 11's 100 entertainer colleagues here. This guy's saying, "No, Handyman 11. Get off the road, Handyman 11. You have so much to live for." So yeah, I just made this entry in an hour or so. Just copied this little part of the park from that long coaster contest entry, and just added some cars here that go underground here, then pop out somewhere over here, and then crash. I thought this was a really funny entry, and yeah, I hope the original creators of the long coaster contest entry can also laugh about it. Alright, on to the next entry. Alright, so speaking of Jean F, Jean F made it to the third place. We actually have a tie for third place. And Jean made this scene, I believe it's from the movie Gravity. So you can see this stuff here floating in space, looks like satellites or a space station. I haven't actually seen the movie. You can see Jean here, Sandra Bullock, and I believe this is George Clooney. I love the way they did these stars here, using these signs. It really gives the sense of movement, so that's really cool. Yeah, you can see this stuff here is on fire. Well, yeah, it's really well done. I think it's nice to see all this stuff here floating. Well, yeah, it just works. It just looks really well done. Also from all different angles. It just looks very believable as a space station. I think John F did a great job on this entry. Also, one of the signs here on top says boop. Not really sure what that's about, but I thought that was pretty funny. Alright, here's the other entry from that also got third place. This one's from Bob Kenny Unicorn, and he basically depicted a scene from Expedition G-Force, which at some point had a car derail and it was stuck, and then the guests had to be removed from the ride. He actually also sent a picture when he submitted his entry. It actually looked well, yeah, let's say he did a great job depicting it here. I believe the track of Expedition G-Force is orange though. Maybe it would have been nice if the track was actually called Expedition G-Force instead of Giga Coaster 1. But still, yeah, I think he did a great job depicting this little happening here. I love the way he did the foliage here. The staff names were also pretty funny. So you can see Scenery, Corrupted, Lynn Spector, and Tracy Texture. Well, all names of stuff that are in this game, like Track Texture, Tile Inspector, etc. That was pretty funny. Oh, I also really love the way he did this fire truck here. That looks really cool, and it's just a really fun scene to watch. I really hope to see more people put scenes like these in their parks in the following contests. It's just a really great way to draw attention to something in your park. Okay, there's just 2 entries remaining. I will show both of them. Now for that I will reveal which one is the winner of the round. Okay, here's the entry from Blackadder. Now sadly YouTube loves to censor anything that doesn't fit their narrative. So for this entry I really have to watch my words carefully, or else this video will get removed. But yeah, you can see some guests protesting something here. Well, yeah, if you're working at YouTube and you have to watch this video, first of all, this is clearly a joke, so don't worry about it. Oh yeah, you can see some guests here protesting. There's several guests lining up here in front of center to get a jab. You can also see some people inside, and here's some people who have been processed and who have suffered some adverse effects. Let's call it that. Yeah, you can also see Captain Blackadder here, the creator of the map. He doesn't seem very happy. And here on top you can see several people. You can see Mark Zuckerberg, you can see Thanos, and some other guy here. And here at the top there's God not watching. So yeah, this was a really funny entry, I think. It's just full of details. I think Captain Blackadder did an amazing job on this entry. It's just full of detail, and it's quite telling how much you can tell in a 7x7 tile entry. Alright, let's move to the other entry. Alright, here's the entry from Rhythm. No, actually, he said later in the chat that you were supposed to pause the game and then open the entry, because now as soon as you open it, some stuff starts crashing. Let me quickly reopen it while it's in pause mode. Alright, now it doesn't. Now the rides don't crash. So I believe this was Rhythm's. What was it? Final collection. So you can see several very well-known albums here that he recreated. So you can see this scene from, or this well-known album image from the Beatles, where you can see them on one of these crossings. So he actually used several staff members for that. You can see a big band, and here's the well-known album cover with the Prism called Dark Side of the Moon. Here's Roger Waters and David Gilmour. Here you can see a Meatloaf album cover. Over here is the Village People, the YMCA. He also included several Discord members in all of his final covers. And here's also Tenacious D with Pick of Destiny. Yeah, I think Rhythm did an amazing job here. There's just so much detail crammed into these album covers. You can also see a record player here. That's also really nicely done. Yeah, it just looks so nice. Also this closet, which they seem to be in. Yeah, there's just so much cool stuff everywhere. Let's quickly restart it. Yeah, it is actually nice that there's some movement everywhere in the map. So it's a bit of a shame that these rides crash immediately. I believe that was not supposed to happen. Yeah, overall, just a wonderful entry once again from Rhythm. I always love his entries. They always have such cool ideas, and they're always so full of details. So yeah, now that we have seen this, it's time to reveal which one of these last two entries is the winner of the round. The winner of the Staff Scene Mini Contest is... Rhythm! Yeah, Rhythm did an absolutely smashing job here with his final collection. These last two entries both told a lot in just 7x7 tiles. Obviously, it's a good idea to go up in height if you don't have much surface to work with. But yeah, both of these last two entries were great. There were a lot of funny entries in this round, and I really want to congratulate everybody who joined this round for making such wonderful entries. Alright, I really hope you enjoyed watching all these entries. You can download all these entries for yourself from my Discord server. Just check the mini contest archive, and there you can see all these entries for yourself. I really recommend checking them out. Alright, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again in the next one. See you later.